Here we are at the Indie Mega Booth at PAX 2014. Let's go take a look at some games. All right, so here we are in the Indie Mega Booth looking at our first game, Hotline Miami 2. I played Hotline Miami 1 quite a bit. Very challenging, very old school game. And just bloody as all hell. So I talked to a guy here at the booth, and I kind of got him to give me the rundown of what's different in Hotline Miami 2 versus Hotline Miami 1. For example, this game apparently has 11 playable characters now, and they all kind of work differently. Some of them, like for example, he told me one character could like roll around and stuff like that. So that should bring interesting new dynamic to fights and how you deal with certain situations in the game. Another good example of what he said was kind of different was like a different mass affect different characters differently and stuff like that. And from what I could tell, it really is more of the same, like the same things you saw in the first game, just bigger, better, you know. Kind of the same philosophy as maybe, I don't know, Mega Man is the example he gave me. I noticed that there's also different characters that can follow you in the game. So what'll happen is you'll be followed by a character, and if he loses it, he runs out, and he'll help you along. And like if he runs out of ammo or something like that, he'll just pick up another weapon automatically. It looks pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited to play it. All right, let's move on to the next game. So we just took a look at Xing. Xing. At first I thought it was Crossing, but I asked, and it's Xing. It's an Oculus game based around puzzles, and it's kind of strange because it doesn't really have many objectives. It's kind of in the way like Portal is when you go through and you have to just work out puzzles, and it's a pretty relaxing game to play, but some people were complaining about motion sickness. The game is set in a almost fantasy-like world where you use different objects around you to solve puzzles. So you can kind of go around and pick up different things. And for example, there was this one point where I picked up this like seed, and you had to like light it on fire and then throw it at this bush to get it to burn down so you could continue. It was really interesting using the Oculus Rift Dev Kit 2 because I'd previously used the Dev Kit 1, but the head tracking features of the Dev Kit 2 are pretty awesome. It's really cool just in the game to like look around at just the different ambient area of the game. And one time I just kind of looked down as I was walking, and it makes it so much easier to jump in games. I find it really difficult sometimes to like know your position on an object when you're jumping, and this pretty much solves that problem. They kind of added in this bumper motion to make the game a little less susceptible to motion sickness, I guess. And that was pretty cool, but I found myself not using it and just using the control stick and dealing with just that little weird feeling. I think as the development of the Oculus goes on, those kind of problems will disappear more. Crossing is available on Humble Bundle right now for $15, but if you get it during PAX, it's only $10, 33% off. I think they'll be doing a Steam release as well, so check it out. So here we are at Darknet, cyberpunk hacking and virtual reality. It is a Oculus game, so it uses the Oculus Rift. So I actually got to try the Oculus Rift Dev Kit 2, which we'll talk about at the same time. But I'll go over the game first. Basically, I believe it is to be like a puzzle game. From the demo I tried, it wasn't difficult. But I think as you work through the game, it's either a puzzle game, more of a strategy game where you have to infect like certain nodes and stuff like that. You can embed things like viruses and stuff like that. You can actually watch Thomas. He just started hacking his first node, and so now he's doing another one, and so he just took over the core of that one node. So when that happens, you take control of the node, and it allows you to produce money so you can buy more upgrades and stuff like that. It looks pretty interesting for sure. So other than that, I got to try the Dev Kit 2, which is pretty sweet. I played the Dev Kit 1 last year. You can go watch our other video on that. We'll link it somewhere over here somewhere. It seemed the dev kit 2 seems a lot smoother, and the spaces between the pixels a lot smaller, which is pretty sweet. This has been Darknet. Let's move on to the next game.
Okay, guys, we're here at the Indie Mega Booth, and we checked out a few more games, but especially one we liked a lot. It looked so cool when we were just standing there. We had to look and find out more. So what the game is, well, its name is Talos, and it's a philosophical puzzler, which sounds kind of weird. Because at points in the game, it's actually a first-person puzzle game similar to like the style of Portal, right? But after what your actual goal is to collect these puzzle pieces that are similar to Tetris pieces. And with these pieces, you actually have to do a puzzle. And there's multiple levels, but this was only the beta that they said, or their build for their packs here. The creators of the game, they said that they had a hard time somewhat with making this game because they're used to making more action-packed kind of games. Like they made Serious Sam, right? And they said they wanted to try and implement something into Serious Sam that would be less action-packed and maybe have the gamer be more relaxed in gameplay. And they said that this game kind of spurred from just wanting to add to Serious Sam. So that's pretty interesting that, you know, one little idea spurred into this giant game. And it seems like it's going to be a pretty good game at this rate.
So we're back again at the Indie Mega Booth, and this is Screen Cheat. Screen Cheat is a first-person shooter, but what's different about this game than every other first-person shooter I've ever played is that it encourages you to screen cheat. You're supposed to look at everyone else's screen to try and figure out where they are and hit them. All the players in the map, except for you and what you see of your gun, are invisible. So your idea is you're supposed to go around and kind of reference everyone else's screen to try and kill them. And it's really a weird game. There's lots of cool stuff they've done for game design, and they've color-coded different parts of the map to make it easier to find people, and they've put in certain unique objects in certain spaces. When you respawn, you can select like different weapons and stuff like that, so certain weapons might be better in different maps, and it's very fun, and it's a great party game. It reminds me of playing GoldenEye back in the day. I think you can get it right now. They're putting out an open beta, I think I heard. So, open beta?
Sign up for the beta on our website. Yeah, sign up for the beta on our website, www.screencheat.com. You can get 4 codes will be sent out to each person who signs up. They're valid from now up until mid next week, sort of thing. After that, people can get access to the game by pre-ordering it, get immediate access up to all the early content available before our full release in October.
So what platforms is this available on?
Currently available on PC, Mac, and Linux. We're looking into consoles, but can't confirm anything as of yet.
Thanks.
No worries. Thank you.
All right, this has been Screen Cheat at the Indie Mega Booth at PAX. Thanks for watching our video and taking a look at some of the cool games at the Indie Mega Booth at PAX 2014. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.